Hi friends, this is Solid Information channel. This channel contains a few videos on history and current affairs. Please go and watch them too. Subscribe and press the bell icon for updates. Today I wanted to speak about ancient Indian history. Before going into the Indian history, I want to speak about Alexander the Great. He can be compared with Genghis Khan, or Genghis Khan can be compared with Alexander the Great because both of them wanted to rule the entire world and become one king of the entire world. So, Alexander the Great was a Greek ruler and he came to India. He crossed the Hindu Kush mountains and he came to India through the northwestern side of India. But when he came near the Nanda Empire, which was ruled by the Nanda rulers with Magadha as capital, his soldiers refused to advance. They wanted to go back because Nanda Empire was very big and the loss in the war would be very huge. So Alexander's kingdom, that is, we can say Indo-Greek kingdoms, which were existing in the northwestern part, were still there when Nanda Empire was ruling in the northeastern part with Magadha as the capital. At this time, there was a very renowned scholar in this Nanda Empire, and he was known as Chanakya. He is also known as Kautilya. He had written the great Arthashastra and he had given it to us. So, this person, Chanakya, was a very good scholar. He was a very learned man. He wanted to give his political advice to the Nandas. The Nandas would have grown in leaps and bounds if at all they would have taken the advice of Chanakya. But they weren't lucky enough. They did not treat Chanakya so well. They threw him out of the palace. Then Chanakya swore that he will bring down the Nandas, and he chose a man, he chose a boy who later on became Chandragupta Maurya the Great. So Chandragupta Maurya was chosen by Chanakya. We do not know the early life of Chandragupta Maurya. We do not have any scripts which demand about the early life of Chandragupta Maurya. But few scripts like Mahavamsha, they tell that Chandragupta Maurya was a Kshatriya, but a few non-favorable Brahmin scripts tell that he was a Shudra. He might also be a Brahmin, we do not know, but he was the first great ruler of a very mighty ancient Indian empire, the Maurya Empire. He was also the founder of Mauryan Empire. When we look at his name, we get to know that his name means that he was a son of a peacock breeding family because Maurya means peacock. More means peacock in Hindi. So he is the son of a peacock breeding family who might have been breeding peacocks in the palace of Nanda Empire. So later on, when Chanakya chose Chandragupta Maurya, he gave him training. He gave him a crash course on how to establish a kingdom, how to take political decisions, how to have a very big army, and so on. So, with the assistance or with the advice of the kingmaker Chanakya, Chandragupta Maurya expanded his empire till Karnataka. He also fought with the Indo-Greek colonies or Indo-Greek kingdoms which existed in the northwestern part, which were set up by the generals of Alexander, and he especially fought with Seleucus. Seleucus was defeated by Chandragupta Maurya, and Chandragupta Maurya made an alliance with Seleucus. He it gifted Seleucus with 500 war elephants, and he also married Seleucus's daughter, whose name was Helena, and Helena was the second wife of Chandragupta Maurya. And this was like a peace pact, and later on he maintained a peaceful relationship with the Indo-Greek kingdoms, and this was also followed by his son Bindusara. So as I told earlier, this kingdom was very good and it was prosperous. Economic prosperity was good. There were reforms, there were good infrastructure. The same was even carried forward by Bindusara, the son of Chandragupta Maurya. But did you know that Chandragupta Maurya was not defeated by anyone, but he renounced his throne and he became a Jain monk. Once Chandragupta Maurya renounced the throne, Bindusara became the king at a very tender age, we can say, of 22. At 22, Bindusara was not a small one. He could conquer the entire peninsular India, and he also expanded the Mauryan Empire. But he did not take the advice of Chanakya. He did not consider Chanakya as his advisor at all. There is a story on how Bindusara treated Chanakya. Chanakya was the kingmaker, of course. To become a kingmaker is a sacrifice because he is not becoming the king. He is just going to give the instructions or advice to the king. In this way, Chanakya had the full control of Chandragupta Maurya's life. He was even checking Chandragupta's meal. It is said that Chanakya used to mix a small amount of poison in Chandragupta, slow poison, in Chandragupta Maurya's everyday meal, which would protect him like an antidote when Nagakanya are likely to attack Chandragupta Maurya. Nagakanya or these are nothing but the snake women, or women who were fed with snake women in order to attack such kings, in order to overthrow the kings in a in a shortcut kind of a way. So these Kanyas might attack Chandragupta Maurya. This was the fear in Chanakya's mind, and therefore he fed him with an antidote, slow poison in every day's meal. So one fine day, what happened? Bindusara's mother, or Chanakya's first wife, consumed a little amount of food from Chandragupta Maurya's plate without the knowledge of Chanakya, and she was attacked by the poison which was in the food, and she gave away her life. Even then, Chanakya fought till her last breath to save her, but he couldn't save her. This is the story. But Bindusara was not told the same thing. When Bindusara grew up, his family members, or his maternal family members, did not tell him the right story. They told that Chanakya was the reason why his mother gave away her life, or Chanakya was the one who poisoned his mother, and therefore Bindusara did not have a very good opinion on Chanakya and did not treat him well. One fine day, he also told openly that Chanakya was the reason why his mother died, and therefore Chanakya could not take this type of insult or this type of behavior of Bindusara, and Chanakya gave away his life by not eating anything till his last breath. Thus, Chanakya died uh, because he did not get the respect he actually owned. So, this is the story of Chanakya and Chandragupta Maurya. I'll come up with more interesting stories. So, see you. Bye bye.